Good morning, everybody. So we all have gathered here to celebrate the 75th Independence Day of our nation. For this, the students and staff of the Institute have prepared a short program for you. The compere for today's event is Dr. Astha. She's a resident of the Department of Biochemistry. And I request Dr. Astha to take it forward. Thank you.
Respected Director Sir, Medical Superintendent Sir, Dean Sirs, Registrar Sirs, Faculty Members, समस्त कर्मचारीगण, अतिथिगण, छात्र एवं छात्राओं, आप सभी को सुप्रभात। मैं डॉक्टर आस्था जेआर बायोकेमिस्ट्री इस 75वें स्वतंत्रता दिवस पर आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूँ। इस एक दिन की कीमत और इम्पोर्टेंस हम सभी बखूबी समझते हैं। इस एक दिन के सपने के लिए न जाने कितने ही स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों ने अपना जीवन राष्ट्र के नाम न्योछावर कर दिया था। आज भी इस आजादी को बरकरार रखने के लिए हमारे देश के नौजवान सरहदों पर 24 घंटे पहरा दे रहे हैं, जिससे कि हम आम नागरिक एक शांतिपूर्वक जीवन व्यतीत कर सकें। आजादी का यह त्योहार हर साल की तरह इस साल भी हम पूरे गर्व और उत्साह के साथ मनाएंगे। इसके लिए हमारे एम्स परिवार के कुछ सदस्य देशभक्ति गीत प्रस्तुत करने यहाँ हैं। सबसे पहले मैं स्टेज पे बुलाना चाहूंगी डॉक्टर साई लक्ष्मी, रेसिडेंट माइक्रोबायोलॉजी को वंदे मातरम गीत प्रस्तुत करने के लिए। बहुत ही खूबसूरत तरह से इस गीत को संगीत देने के लिए हारमोनियम पे पीयूष जी और तबले पे सत्यन जी, दोनों ही रिसर्च सेक्शन से, आपका हार्दिक धन्यवाद। अगला गीत प्रस्तुत करने आ रहे हैं पीयूष जी, रिसर्च सेक्शन से।
हेलो।
जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा। जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा। जय भारत जय भारती जय भारत जय भारती। ये धरती जहाँ पर ऋषि मुनि जपते प्रभु नाम की माला। हरिओम 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 हरिओम। यहाँ हर बालक एक मोहन है और राधा एक बाला, और राधा एक बाला। जहाँ सूरज सबसे पहले आकर डाले अपना फेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा। जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा, ओ भारत देश है। अलबेलों की इस धरती के त्योहार भी हैं अलबेले, त्योहार भी हैं अलबेले। कहीं दिवाली की जगमग है, होली के कहीं है मेले, होली के कहीं है मेले। जहाँ राग रंग और हंसी खुशी का चारों ओर है घेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा। जहाँ डाल डाल की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा, ओ भारत देश है मेरा। जय भारत जय भारती जय भारत जय भारती।
अब मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी डॉक्टर श्रुति JR माइक्रोबायोलॉजी को तेरी मिट्टी गीत प्रस्तुत करने के लिए। अब मैं सारे जहां से अच्छा गीत प्रस्तुत करने के लिए बुलाना चाहूंगी नर्सिंग की छात्राएं, एम बायोटेक स्टूडेंट्स और डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ बायोकेमिस्ट्री एंड माइक्रोबायोलॉजी के रेसिडेंट्स को।
मज़हब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना, मज़हब नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना। हिंदी है हम, हिंदी है हम, हिंदी है हम, वतन है हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा। हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हमारा सारे जहां से अच्छा।
अब आपके समक्ष आ रही हैं डॉक्टर सौजन्या, एसआर माइक्रोबायोलॉजी, अपनी माटी गीत प्रस्तुत करने के लिए।
तेरे सर पे नीला गगन है, सौंधी माटी है, तेरे कांधे
कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए अगला गीत संदेशे आते हैं आपके समक्ष प्रस्तुत करने आ रहे हैं शुभम रिसर्च सेक्शन से।
संदेशे आते हैं हमें तड़पाते हैं, जो चिट्ठी आती है वो पूछे जाती है कि घर कब आओगे, कि घर कब आओगे, देखो कब आओगे, कि तुम बिन ये घर सोना सोना है। है गुजरने वाली हवा जरा मेरा इतना काम करेगी क्या, मेरे गाँव जा मेरे दोस्तों को सलाम दे, मेरे गाँव में है जो जहाँ रहती है मेरी दिलरुबा, उसे मेरे प्यार का जाम दे, उसे मेरे प्यार का जाम दे। वही थोड़ी दूर है घर मेरा, मेरे घर के पैरों को छू के तू उसके बेटे का नाम दे। है गुजरने वाली हवा जरा मेरे दोस्तों मेरी दिलरुबा, मेरी माँ को मेरा प्यार दे, उसे जाके मेरा प्यार दे। मैं वापस आऊंगा, मैं वापस
Good morning. Dear faculty colleagues, administrative staff, nursing officers, engineering staff, Karamchari Gun, sanitation staff, security staff, resident doctors, students, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings on the 75th Independence Day of the Republic of India. It is a matter of great pride for the nation to be able to celebrate 75 years of independence as a democratic republic. It is a matter of privilege for me to be able to address you today and share my thoughts on this auspicious occasion. August 15 is a day of honor and pride for every Indian. It marks the culmination of an effort spanning decades of sacrifice of our freedom fighters. India's struggle for freedom lasted over a century, saw the contribution of people from all walks of life, and there are numerous examples of humanity, selflessness, and devotion to the cause, and that is why we stand today as an independent nation. This struggle has resulted in a vibrant democracy that we today take for granted. While we enjoy the fruits of their labor, we celebrate this day in their memory to remember their contributions and remind ourselves of our responsibility to uphold their ideals and contribute to be a part of this success story. I salute all those noble souls, sons, mothers and sisters who have really contributed in this fight for our freedom. We at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences have a unique opportunity to be part of this story of the nation building. Our first President, Shri Rajkumari Amrit Kaur Ji, wanted this institute to be a torchbearer for medical education, research and patient care in a free and democratic India. As we look back upon the last 65 years of our existence in the service of this nation, we can be proud of that, of what we have achieved. And I think we have lived up to the nation's expectation. But we must also be conscious of what more we need to do. We have been the leaders and beacon of hope in health in this country. And with new challenges, we must adapt and evolve to continue to be the best and provide service to our fellow men. Like 75 years ago, our nation is fighting another battle, and that is COVID-19. In this time of need in the health sector, AIIMS has not shirked its responsibility or its duty. The entire AIIMS family came together as one and stepped forward, going beyond our regular call of duty to help our countrymen. And today, I am proud to say that in the last 18 months, we have fully lived up to the faith reposed on us. We lost many of our colleagues on the way, and today I would like to start by paying homage to all those Corona warriors who lost their lives so that others could live. This will never be forgotten. We know the battle is still on, and we will only rest till we have succeeded in our mission. Today I will touch upon our achievements over the last year, which probably has been the most challenging in the history of the Institute. Probably never before in our 65 years have we had to face the challenges that we faced in the last 1 year. But still, we moved forward. If you look at the area of academics, AIIMS has continued to achieve success and recognition in all spheres. It is a matter of immense pride that for the consecutive 3 years, AIIMS New Delhi has been ranked as the #1 medical institution by the National Institute of Ranking Framework by the Ministry of Human Resources. The ranking for the year 2021 is yet to be announced, but I am hopeful AIIMS New Delhi will continue to remain #1 for this year as well. The pandemic challenged our academic section, and like two warriors, we found solutions, never gave up, and did not allow academics to suffer. All activities, whether convocation, institute day, orations, etc., were held in the hybrid mode. We made full use of our online resources to impact education within the institution, the nation, and even countries in the neighborhood. The online student management and learning platform, Saral, developed by the academic section, was made fully functional and now handles online education apart from managing students' application, thesis, and other such activities. This has really become a very good platform for student activity. A number of proposals regarding creation of academic and non-academic seats for residents and fellows in various departments have been approved by the various committees and is under active consideration by the Ministry of Expenditure. Reservation for EWS category has been implemented in all courses at AIIMS, and accordingly 25 seats have been increased in MBBS course, 19 seats in BSc Honours, Nursing, 10 seats in BSc Nursing Post Basics, and 25 seats have been increased in PET courses. Reforms in admission process of various academic programs, revised guidelines for training programs have been approved by the academic committee and the governing body. Our SET facility during this time has also done remarkable work. It has continued to be the pivotal resource for teaching both within AIIMS and for COVID-related training activities all over the country. The facility hosted several educational activities for training AIIMS residents, staff and nurses through the e-learning platform Saral. These courses, including COVID-related study material, videos, discussion forums, and online interactions, followed by certification, have been a great success. This combination of asynchronous and synchronous training helped rapidly train large number of staffs for the management of COVID-19 and for hospital infection control measures. I think this really helped us in the early days of the pandemic to be able to achieve success in being able to train our staff as far as infection control was concerned. The facility also hosted several webinars through its YouTube channel, which has over 50,000 subscribers, and there are over 4 lakh views at this channel. So I think we can be proud that AIIMS has really helped as far as translating or transforming or giving knowledge to the country is concerned. The facility, at the request of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, also hosted Center of Excellence training programs for various regional centers on COVID-related issues and training various state doctors on COVID-19. More recently, COVID preparedness for pediatric cases was also hosted with a very wide viewership. Skill-based training modules for undergraduates and postgraduate students have been developed by the facility for routine training of students as part of teaching curriculum. The facility added an airway lab for basic and advanced airway management training. The lab now has high-fidelity mannequins for training both beginners and those interested in honing their skills in advanced airway management. This is freely available for students who want to train themselves during daytime and for undergraduates to train as per time schedule. The facility also had COVID-19 related skill training under cardiopulmonary resuscitation in COVID-19 patients. And even right now, over 300 staff from trauma center are being trained in handling pediatric patients for COVID-19. Additionally, the wet lab of the SET facility also developed modules for undergraduates and postgraduate students using innovative animal models. In the last year, AIIMS has been in the forefront of imparting COVID-related education across the country. Our 20 national COVID grand rounds, 30 EICUs, dozens of centers of excellence programs, and numerous webinars have been widely recognized and appreciated as authentic, evidence-based source of information. During COVID-19, AIIMS became the hub for training healthcare workers using different ways, and our staff led from the front, holding regular activities, sometimes 3 to 4 times a week. We trained doctors, nurses, and other staff from different states. And I'm very proud to say that we've covered more than 550 COVID hospitals using our EICU platform. This is a remarkable achievement for one institute. If you look at the examination section, in the last 1 year, the examination section has conducted various exams for 3 lakh candidates in the online and offline modules. In the face of the evolving COVID-19 pandemic and the second wave of the COVID spread, the examination section, along with the academic section, quickly adapted and customized the process of conducting of professionals and entrance exam such that all guidelines of the Government of India related to physical distancing and hygiene were followed, and crucial examinations were held within the set timelines, and we were able to do things as per the pre-COVID era. This went a long way in ensuring that our students fulfilled the eligibility criteria for subsequent academic positions. Digital technology was used for contactless attendance, internally developed IT modules for assessment of theory paper with online and offline exam. So I think here again, the examination section took up the challenge that COVID-19 had thrown and were able to adapt and really work in a very comprehensive manner. Further, with support of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and the Ministry of Home Affairs, entrance examination for the Institute of National Importance Combined Entrance Test, the INI CET for PG courses for the January and July 2021 session for AIIMS, PGI, JIPMER, super specialty and other academic courses was successfully held across the country. Again, this was done during the COVID pandemic and with the challenges that the examination section had to face. Various recruitments, including a common examination, the NORCET, for more than 4,000 posts of nursing officers for all 16 AIIMS has been conducted. The process developed by AIIMS is now considered exemplary and being replicated across the country for conducting examination by other exam conducting agencies. I think our examination section has led the way as to how exams need to be conducted both offline and online, and I would really like to congratulate them on the outstanding work that they've done. The staff has actually continuously worked throughout the period of uncertainty and high risk, even during the second wave, and were able to smoothly manage the conduct of professional and entrance exam without a glitch. I would really like to salute them for their untiring effort. Coming to the research section in its endeavor to increase the dimension and vistas of research facilities at AIIMS has launched a bio-incubator. This will be called Center for Medical Innovation and Entrepreneurship and has been allotted some space at AIIMS main campus as well as significant space at AIIMS Jhajjar campus. This is with the support of DBT funding under the BioNest scheme. And we felt that there is an urgent need for incubation of innovations to develop new commercially available products or processes for healthcare. This incubator in AIIMS may be the first of its kind in India, which will encourage entrepreneurship among physicians, and this will complete the triumvirate of CCRF, which is our basic science facility, CRU, the clinical research facility, and now the bioincubator, which will have all fructified over the past 4 years. And I think all of this will give a major impetus to research. We have now a CCRF where you can do basic research, the CRU, which will help you as far as research is concerned, and the bioincubator, which will help you to take it to the next level in terms of entrepreneurship and as startups. So AIIMS is trying to compete that entire mechanism of encouraging research from what I would say basics right up to the market. It also gives me immense pride to inform you that under the guidance of the research section, NCI Jhajjar has been allotted a DBT NCI AIIMS Translational Cancer Research Center, which would be the state-of-art, high-quality translational cancer research facility at AIIMS Jhajjar campus. The aim is to develop a translational hub for personalized cancer management with greater social and economic impact as well as global recognition. This comes with an estimated grant of about 40 crores from DBT and will have great impact on propelling cancer-based research. And the cancer area or the cancer building in NCI Jhajjar will now become the hub for cancer research with this grant coming to NCI Jhajjar. The research section also introduced online research methodology workshop, which consists of 13 modules with participation of faculty from many departments. In continuing our effort for research on COVID, we also launched intramural research schemes for promoting research on long COVID, as well as specific calls for projects related to mucormycosis. This ensured that faculty members had access to fast-track seed money for conducting research related to COVID. Overall, intramural support has been given to 81 COVID projects, 11 long COVID projects, and 26 COVID mucormycosis projects. International research collaboration with University College London continues, and 4 projects were awarded this year. I'm very happy to note that as far as COVID research is concerned, more than 200 papers have been published by the Institute on COVID itself, and many of them are collaborative research with various institutes. So I would really like to congratulate all our researchers for taking on this challenge and doing timely research on COVID-19. The Clinical Research Unit has also been approved as a Cochrane affiliate as part of Cochrane India Network from March 2021 onwards, and would be holding regular workshops and meetings for curating leaders among faculty as well as mentoring students for generating systemic reviews. This also is a great achievement, and I hope that we will be able to now have good research methodologies, whether it be meta-analysis or systemic reviews. A recent study conducted by the CRU would be of interest. It was a survey which looked at reinfection rate and vaccine effectiveness against reinfection among healthcare workers previously diagnosed with COVID-19 at AIIMS. And of the 20,799 eligible healthcare workers, 15,244 participated in the study. Among these, 4,978 participants, that is 32.7%, were diagnosed with at least one episode of SARS-CoV-2 infection. Possible reinfection was reported by only 2.5% healthcare workers. And vaccine effectiveness against reinfection after complete dosing schedule was found to be 80% against symptomatic reinfection. It was 81%. So this study clearly showed the effectiveness of vaccines, and I hope that this will allay all fears related to vaccine hesitancy and should be an important message to all our staff members to come forward and get themselves vaccinated. Additionally, AIIMS received a grant of $5 million from CDC, through which the institute has been working on a pan-India multi-centric project in collaboration with ICMR. 53 hospitals representing more than 125 ICUs in 23 states are performing surveillance for healthcare-associated infections and implementing infection prevention activities using protocols appropriate for facilities in low and middle income countries. This is again a huge task as far as antimicrobial resistance in our country is concerned. This work is being slated to extend for another 5 years with a proposed grant of another $5 million, wherein we propose to include all states and union territories of India and develop regional trainers and make activities sustainable in alignment with National Action Plan for AMR and the Government of India Kaya Kalp initiative. The JNPC Trauma Center has also received a grant for establishment of Center for Advanced Research on Infection Control for ICMR. Coming to patient care services, as you all know, the celebration of Independence Day this year has been restrained, and the reason is obvious: it is the continuing pandemic. The nation is indebted to the doctors, nurses, and other healthcare workers who have been continuously fighting at the forefront against this virus. This year also, many of them have lost their lives battling the pandemic, and as I said earlier, they are our national heroes. These doctors, healthcare workers have been scripting inspiring stories of courage and selfless service. We have provided our healthcare workers special facilities by arranging personal use masks, transport services, testing, quarantine facilities, and trying to make sure that our healthcare workers are protected, and if they need care, it is provided with the best possible facilities. Despite COVID-19, we continue to provide care to our non-COVID patients through continuous emergency services, teleconsultation, emergency surgeries, and perinatal care. During this pandemic, at the main hospital, including CDR, Neuroscience Center, and CT Center, almost about 7,94,000 patients were admitted. We had an OPD attendance of 1,29,000, and almost 51,000 surgeries were performed, and about 83,000, including 1,338 COVID patients were admitted. So even in the main hospital, while non-COVID work was done, when we had this huge surge during the second wave, part of the main hospital was also converted to a COVID care facility. And I must congratulate and really say that a lot of our staff, faculty, residents, and the other staff contributed in converting many areas in AIIMS overnight into a COVID facility so that we could really manage this huge surge of cases that we saw during the second wave. At NCI Jhajjar, 8,300 COVID patients have been treated, and I must mention that around 20,000 trips of the ambulance were made for various purposes, including those for shifting patients. Patients were shifted from the emergency to the trauma center and from the emergency to NCI Jhajjar. And this was done in a very smoothless and good manner by the ambulance services. The AIIMS Trauma Center, which became our COVID hospital, geared up to provide services to severe COVID patients and those with comorbidities. Its bed strength was increased initially from 248 to 265 and later to 294. With the inclusion of Burns and Plastic Surgery Center, 365 beds became available for COVID-19 patients, of which more than 100 were ICU beds. Occupancy remained over 100% at the peak of the first and second waves, and we all know that very often we had our emergency full of COVID patients, but we were not having enough beds to look after them. This was a trying time for everyone, and I must salute you all for really showing that courage to fight the second wave and come out victorious. We are working to add 2 new ICUs to the bed strength in preparation for the third wave. As part of that preparation, 300 nurses with the help of Department of Pediatrics and College of Nursing have been trained in pediatric airway management and drug delivery. In addition, 10 KL liquid oxygen tank and a pressure swing absorption, a PSA type oxygen extractor has also been established in the trauma center to make sure that continuous supply of oxygen is available for admitted patients. Today, the trauma center has treated more than 7,500 COVID patients with approximately 400 surgeries, 1,200 dialysis since the beginning of the pandemic. It has also done human service in providing the last rites to several COVID patients who could not survive, to offer them dignity and grace in death in accordance with their religious precepts. And I think this is truly remarkable, because this was another challenge in COVID-19, that when patients died, sometimes there was no relative available. Either they were in quarantine or they were COVID positive. And I must really congratulate the Department of Forensic Medicine and the Trauma Center for really working hard to make sure that these last rites were performed in a proper manner. At the same time, the Trauma Center continued to treat patients of trauma because of the makeshift emergency and OPD, which was in the old RAQ area. And 8,348 patients have been treated by Trauma Center in 2021 with approximately 3,600 surgeries. I would like to really congratulate all departments, especially the Department of Anesthesiology, Oncoanesthesia, Pulmonary Medicine, Medicine, Emergency Medicine, and ENT, and other departments, because they devoted themselves completely to the management of COVID-19 patients in various areas, the main hospitals, NCI Jhajjar, as well as the trauma center. Without the work of all of the AIIMS family, I don't think we would have been able to do what we were able to do as far as managing such a large number of COVID-19 patients were concerned. These were challenging times. Many did not know how to manage the viral infection, and at the same time, treating patients wearing a full PPE became a huge obstacle, yet we overcame that. Numerous faculty members have been involved continuously in the online training of healthcare workers posted in COVID areas in HICC and SET facility, combining online e-courses to inculcate and maintain COVID-appropriate behavior in all settings. The Department of Microbiology has also been at the forefront in fighting COVID-19 pandemic during the past 1.5 years. And without their diagnostic support, I don't think we would have been able to achieve anything. So I would like to really thank them for all the work that they've done. The department initiated a new laboratory to offer rapid diagnosis for COVID-19 using CBNAT, TrueNAT system, and its facilities were run on a 24-hour basis to the emergency department and those requiring emergency intervention. The laboratory has been able to conduct almost 70,000 tests till now. And this is really a great achievement, especially because it was running 24/7 and being able to give results in less than 2 hours. The virology laboratory, also in the Department of Microbiology, has been performing real-time PCR for SARS-CoV daily since the beginning of the pandemic, and they have tested over 1 lakh samples. In July of this year, the virology department also detected the first ever human case of influenza H5N1, which we know as bird flu, from the country, and this was confirmed by the National Institute of Virology. This is a virus which has does not have sustained human-to-human spread, but has a case fatality of over 60%. And it's always been a cause of concern that this virus may develop a potential of becoming a pandemic virus. The laboratory, in collaboration with the CCRF facility, has been performing whole genome sequencing for SARS-CoV-2 by next-generation sequencing. And this is entirely being done in-house to enhance capacity building and interdepartmental collaboration within AIIMS. The department has also reported vaccine breakthrough infections predominantly by the Delta variant for the first time in India. Various other departments have also been involved in various activities. The Department of Community Medicine was engaged very actively in different phases of the Covaxin trial, right from phase 1 to phase 3. And again, this was done in a very good manner, and I must congratulate them for these activities. Claims from the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Package insurance scheme for healthcare workers fighting COVID-19 has been processed for 21 deaths of healthcare workers. Out of these claims, for 6 cases have been settled. An insurance claim of rupees 50 lakh each has been paid to the aggrieved family. Other departments have also continued to work so as non-COVID care does not suffer. The Department of Biophysics has designed kits for monitoring pharmacoefficacy in dopamine-dictated diseases like Parkinson's disease and schizophrenia. Department of Pediatric Surgery successfully separated 2 pairs of Pyopagus conjoined twins during the pandemic. So this was again a big challenge. The Department of Anatomy has created adequate digital e-learning resource materials for anatomy curriculum, and this has proved to be very useful. The Department of Orthopedics has introduced daycare total hip arthroplasty using an interior approach technique. As far as our infrastructure is concerned, there has been a lot of active work that has been done despite COVID-19. The mother and child block has been completed and has been partly functional since July 2021. And I'm hopeful that in the next 4 to 6 weeks, it will be fully functional. The surgical block has been completed and testing for various clearances is under process, and this is also likely to be functional soon. Construction work of the geriatric block is about 92% complete and likely to be made functional in September 2021. The new paid private ward, which is also coming up, has also been completed and is also ready to be made available for patient care. The CSSD of the main hospital has also been commissioned this year. As far as the residential colonies are concerned, at AV Nagar and West Ansari Nagar, work for that has also started. The tendering of phase 1 of AV Nagar campus was awarded at 850 crore, and the sample house has been made final, and the final approval has been granted by the Standing Committee of the SDMC on 29th of July. The tendering for phase 1 of West Ansari Nagar has been awarded, and the project is pending approval from some agencies. We are also moving aggressively forward to develop a master plan as far as AIIMS is concerned. The Unit Cabinet had on 28 February 2019 approved a pre-investment activities for this project. And the MP-PMC work was awarded to MS ACOM India Private Limited on the 19th of November 2020. And the said PMC is now mobilizing its sources and has started formally working on the project from 1st January 2021. In the 75th year of India's independence, AIIMS is set to reinvent itself as a world-class medical university with an enhanced focus on research, academic and quality campus life. In the last 6 months, we've had over 500 hours of interaction with AIIMS family to finalize the master plan for our AIIMS campus with an intention to redevelop our infrastructure in a holistic manner by consolidating the patient care, teaching, research and administration in East Ansari Nagar, outpatient services in Masjid Mode campus, and residential facilities in Trauma Center Extension campus, so that each is properly zoned. This project is planned to be executed in 2 phases spread over 7 years, beginning from 2022, and will result in the creation of over 3,000 patient care beds, including 300 emergency beds, 50 new operation theatres, dedicated infectious disease wards. The master plan aims to revolutionize research facilities at AIIMS, and over 1.5 lakh square meters of built-up area is being dedicated for development of state-of-the-art research lab, animal facility, clinical trial facility. In view of the increasing number of students and residents at AIIMS, great emphasis is being laid on the creation of modular academic collaboration facilities, a modern student center with a smart library, an expansile sports arena, and much more. Over 4,000 hostel units are being built in this project to replace the aging hostel buildings and augment the existing number so as to ensure 100% hostel availability for all students on their day of joining the All Indian Institute of Medical Sciences. Apart from the visible space, a lot of focus is being laid on upgrading the trunk and IT infrastructure so as to make it more agile and future ready. The problem of parking being faced by all of us is being addressed adequately, and provision of over 16,000 parking spaces being done in the master plan. I am hopeful that with active support and participation of all members of the AIIMS family, the master plan project will make AIIMS ready for a generation leap in the field of healthcare globally. Coming to CMET, in the era of COVID-19 pandemic, CMET focus was primarily shifted to COVID-19 related training videos, webinars, TV spots. 168 videos produced by CMET were utilized countrywide through website of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, AIIMS website, Surl platform, and YouTube. CMET provided expertise in the conduct of the 20 national grand rounds involving national and international faculty. On our 65th Institute Day, CMET helped organize the Institute Day, and this was a huge challenge. Also, during the hybrid 47th annual convocation, on a single screen, along with the chief guest, director, and dean, photographs of the awardee and the degrees were shown. Through extensive coordination, 48 batches of recipients were created, who subsequently joined the program live while the degrees were being announced. This was done all in-house and was done in a very seamless manner. The Media and Protocol Division, along with the academic section, has developed a documentary film on AIIMS titled A Legacy of Excellence, and has also produced 40 videos on COVID-19. We've also published an e-book on COVID-19. Orbo, in collaboration with CRPF, launched an awareness drive on organ donation, and I'm very happy to say that 80,000 officers and Jawan of CRPF have pledged with Orgo as far as organ donation is concerned. As far as CSR activities are concerned, they have taken a giant leap. Corporate bodies have come forward to support effort of AIIMS to augment the COVID treatment facilities. They have also supported AIIMS in spreading awareness for COVID-appropriate behavior by developing digital media content. We've also signed a CSR MOU to create new tele-recording and education facilities at AIIMS. And very shortly, we will be starting a new fleet of battery-operated buses, which will be connecting our Masjid Mohd patient care block to the entire campus. I would like to congratulate AIIMS CSR Function Committee for their effort. Today, I will also like to take this opportunity to inform you that with continued pursuance by the Security and Fire Department of AIIMS, Shri Atul Kumar, Director, Delhi Fire Services, who is with us today, has kindly accepted our request and provided a dedicated fire tender for AIIMS New Delhi on this auspicious day to deal with any fire incident without loss of precious time. A fire tender will be stationed at AIIMS campus around the clock to assist our security and fire department in any eventuality. I express my deepest gratitude to Sri Atul Kumar, Director, Delhi Fire Service, for his concern for the safety of this institute, and laud the efforts of Security and Fire Department of AIIMS New Delhi. Friends, the fight against COVID is not over, nor is our task done. The AIIMS family will not shirk from its responsibility to provide care to the needy. As a team, we will work to make our institution a world-class medical university. And we will do that in the coming years. As we continue our fight against the novel coronavirus, we must also keep our commitment to the thousands of other patients who depend on us for their health. They should not be forgotten. I am sure that we will all work together and continue to make immense contributions to the institution and to the nation. Once again, congratulations on our Independence Day to you all. I end my speech by paying my respect and tribute to those great revolutionaries due to whom we are a free nation. And I also pay homage to all those COVID warriors who lost their lives in our battle against COVID. Jai Hind.
All of you are requested now to rise for the national anthem and stay at your positions for the activities to follow. Thank you. I request our Honorable Director for the release of the symbolic balloons symbolizing our independence, and this will be followed by the tree plantation and then the visit and inauguration of the 5th floor of the teaching block by our director, accompanied by the deans and the Deputy Director of Administration.